better not come back with I don't know. Since first day of school went so well, we thought we'll come to Fluffy Fluffy as a celebratory dinner. I was late to work.
Both he turned away.
Me to be calm and collected too. It should be the other way around. I was going to start this vlog first thing in the morning, but it's almost time to go and pick Levi up from school. And I just cannot comprehend how I feel. I find it really, really, really difficult to put into words how I feel. First day of school today, I thought he was going to have a lot of emotions. He didn't. It took a lot more effort on my part to manage my emotions more than to actually manage him. I think he was fine because he's been doing nursery non-stop. He's been going to nursery 4 days, full time. And his last day was on Friday and he's gone to school today on a Monday. He only has 2.5 hours of school, which is a settling in period, so it's not too bad. But it's a thing that I feel it's a new place. He doesn't know anyone yet. How is he going to cope? I think my biggest problem is I think he's naive. I feel he is very naive. He's petite, he's small, he's quiet and shy to begin with. So that always doesn't necessarily work in his favor. But it also does. The minute he knows someone, the minute he gets to know his environment, he's perfectly all right. And he's very comfortable then. But it's my thing. I think it's just a mother's thing. The kids were all really, really calm this morning. For some reason, I expected to walk into the school and see a lot of children cry. But all of them were very calm, very collected, happily playing, not necessarily playing with each other, but playing with something in the school. The school was really well equipped and very well prepared as well. So that's good in a sense. We walked in, he went straight to the car that he wanted to play with and he sat there and played. He actually waved us goodbye before we were even ready to leave. And there was a couple of other parents that I've met before in some other play sessions and, you know, a little bit of chatter here and there, and then we just left after that. Classic first time parents behavior. First day of school and we are here 15 minutes early for pickup. Are you excited to see Levi?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about him going to school today? What were your thoughts?
Nervous?
And? You were nervous, huh?
I don't know.
Were you nervous for him?
I'm nervous that I don't want him to be left alone.
Yeah, I thought the same as well.
Yeah.
You didn't want him to play by himself. You want him to go and make friends, yeah.
Because as soon as he went in, he saw the cars, he sat there.
Yeah. It's his favorite thing, but you need to give him time. Remember what you told me when I first took him to a play area when he was really young? You said I was expecting too much when I wanted him to go and play, but he didn't. He just sat in my lap and he was observing everyone and everything. It's the same thing. You just need to give him time. Every time he's been into school is when it's either him and another person or a very fleeting visit. That's all. This is the first time he's going on his own.
Yeah, I'm just very excited to see him and listen to his stories, what he's going to do.
I wonder if he's going to tell any stories or not. Remember how many times we pick him up from nursery and say, how's nursery today?
I don't know.
What did you do? I don't know. Who did you play with? I don't know. Who came to nursery today? I don't know. What did you have for tea? I don't know. He better not come back with I don't know. Since first day of school went so well, we thought we'll come to Fluffy Fluffy as a celebratory dinner, or treat rather, not dinner. But we got stranded in heavy rain and hailstorms. It was really sunny today, so we left the house without our coats, without our umbrellas, nothing. And then in the end, we had to be sitting in the car. We were waiting in the car for it to slow down, and then we ran in here. How was school today?
Where's Daddy taking?
Daddy's gonna take the toy for you from the car.
Yes, so Daddy can get all wet.
I think it stopped raining now. That's why Daddy's going out. Well, it stopped a little bit. Mummy brought toys for you to play with. Levi? How was your first day of school?
No.
What do you mean no? Did you enjoy school?
No.
No, huh? You had a good time, didn't you? Day 2 of school, and day one of going to work after school drop-offs. I find myself running everywhere this morning. We were late today and I was late to work. There's this little girl who couldn't find her tray and I wanted to help her, I offered to help her. So I asked what her name was so that I can find the tray. She had said it the first time and I didn't hear her. So I asked her again. And you know what she responded to me? She said, I already told you. The sass that 4-year-olds have is unbelievable. I don't know how much you'll be able to hear, but I wanted to remember this. So Levi had a soft play date session with some of his friends in school. But Levi's starting school this week. I was a little bit concerned about friends and how he's going to cope, how he's going to get to know people. The kindergarten that he was in, there's only 33 children maximum in the entire kindergarten, which is all of different classes. So his preschool class was only 11 kids. But in the reception, there are 33 kids. No, there are 30 kids in each class, and there's 2 reception classes. So I was concerned about how he was going to get used to it and how he's going to find friends and make friends and how I was going to get used to people also, with the parents. Now with him in reception, he is in the school for the next 7 years. He's going to be with the same friends, most of them at least, and the same parents as well. So I wanted to get to know some of the parents too, some of the mums especially, and I wanted Levi to get to know some of the friends. There is a WhatsApp group for parents in the reception class that the school had set up, but the school doesn't organize it. It's just the parents communicate as and when they want to. What I did last week was sent a message in the WhatsApp group to say, I've got time off all week this week to have Levi at home after his school because he finishes school at 11:30 and then I didn't want to send him to nursery after that. So I have him at home to take care of him and I took half a day off. But I was trying to occupy our time. I was trying to find activities and things for us both to do. So I messaged in the group saying that I'm thinking of doing soft play sessions and I would like if anyone else is free, is able to come and join us too. And there are 2 classes, so I did say that I'm happy for any kind of company, whether it's Levi's class or the neighboring class. And some people actually messaged back. They were very happy that I suggested that. And they messaged back and said that they will come too. So we went to that soft play today. We had that play session today. And everyone had such a good time. I had such a good time and Levi had such a good time. There was 5 other kids there with their mothers. And I thought that I normally never do this. I never put myself out there for people to talk to or for me to talk to people because I'm an introverted extrovert. I wouldn't normally do this at all. But I am so glad I did it. I don't even know how I got the courage to do it, how I got the idea to do it, but I am so glad I did. It's a start of something, isn't it? And I met some mothers that we kind of get along well. It's just the very beginning, so you can't really say anything much, but I know for a fact that we will get along well and it's at least someone to talk to rather than being on my own really, and someone for Levi to talk to and to play with when he goes to school tomorrow. So it's a win-win situation really. Someone's done so well at the dentist today. I don't know what it is, but I think when they turn 4 years old, everything seems to be okay. He absolutely hated the swimming pool before, but now he absolutely loves it. He goes for swimming classes, and he was so afraid of the dentist in the past. To be fair, we haven't actually done dentists every 6 months like we should. The last time he went to the dentist was probably 2 years ago. But he just had his dentist appointment, and he's done really, really, really well. All he wanted was to hold my hand while he was sat there. The dentist asked him to open his mouth, he did. The dentist asked if there's any wobbly teeth, he showed which one it was. He was just so good and I'm impressed. I don't know if school this week has helped him or it's just the age that he's so much more better. Talking about school, day 3 of school has gone really well. and I'm chauffeuring around everywhere.
Time it's gonna come off.
It will probably come off in another 15 minutes, okay? He's waiting for the timer to come off so that he can eat his lunch and have some water. The dentist put some fluoride paste in his teeth, so he can't eat for a couple of minutes, and he's waiting for the timer to go off so that he can eat after that. I was saying about school. He's done really well. Day 3 of school. He's very excited, and he seems to be happy, which is good. But it also means that I am chauffeuring and driving around a lot. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of chauffeuring, really, for the next another 10 years, 7, 8 years. Who knows?
That's good.
Both people turned away.
Thank you. Week 1 of school is just over, and I woke up with a massive headache. I just don't know what to make out of this week, really. I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, and I want to sit down and talk about it. I've sent the boys away this morning. Lakshman had to go to work, which means Levi is going along with him. So Levi has been completely unfazed by school, I want to say. I think it does help that school started off with settling in period. So his school is from 8:50 in the morning up to 11:30 in the morning. He only has about 2.5 hours every day, Monday to Friday. I drop him off, go to work, leave at 11 o'clock, pick him up, and then come back home, and then I have him at home. He's done nursery 4 days a week, 4 full days really, from 8 in the morning till 5:30 in the evening. He has all of his meals there. He plays there. They have all of the activities. It's really fun. He's had a lot of time in nursery, and he's enjoyed his time in nursery too. So going from full-time nursery to school for only 2.5 hours every day has been really easy on him. In fact, it wasn't even enough. His only concern was that he hasn't had lunch or pudding or tea in school. He said, Mommy, I only had snacks. I only had fruits and vegetables. I didn't have any pudding. Will I ever have pudding in school? I thought that was really funny that he was so concerned he didn't get pudding. So his wraparound care lunch and everything only starts next week and the week after anyway. He settled in really well because he has had that experience in nursery, and he's had multiple visits to school already. They had like a play session in school itself, stay and play. They had a one-to-one visit with the teacher, which went really, really well. So he had 20 minutes with the teacher on his own in the classroom, and the teaching assistant and probably another child in the neighboring class. So it was really quiet. He was able to explore the room all by himself, talking to the teacher, any concerns whatsoever and all of those stuff. And then he went straight into school the week after that. So he's done really well. I think I have done quite well myself. I was really worried about myself emotionally. I know he's going to be okay. It was when he first went to nursery when he was 15 months old, I suffered from anxiety and panic attacks. I've never had any of those before at all. But when I started sending him to nursery, the first week of settling in session before I started work was so bad for me. He would cry when I drop him off because he's never been away from me or Lakshman. It's just the 3 of us at home all the time. So when he was 15 months old, going out to nursery was the first time ever that he was going out to strangers or me leaving him with someone and then going back. It was a phased settling in session, but he cried at drop off every morning, regardless, for 8 weeks. I counted it was 8 weeks really. But the minute I leave him and turn around, he stops crying. He's fine. He's happy and everything. So it's in the beginning. I think that kind of triggered me off with my anxiety and panic attacks and stuff. And I was worried that I was going to be anxious or nervous or panicky going into school because school is such a big deal. His nursery is only 33 kids in the entire nursery, and his preschool currently is only 10 or 11 kids anyway. But with school, he has 30 kids in his reception, and then there is another reception class next to them. So there's 60 kids the same age, and then 2 classes of every year group, and it goes from reception all the way up to year 6. It's a school. It's a big boys' world. It's a big school, that sort of a thing. They have a lot of rules. Everything is very different, you know. I think that made me really nervous. I thought he might not be able to cope. He was going to get scared. He's very shy and cautious to begin with. Nothing wrong with that. But he's very observant in the beginning, always watching other people before he goes all out to play or puts himself out there. So I thought that was going to hold him back. And he's petite and he is really, really naive. He's not like other kids, really. We never had any tantrums whatsoever. 2, 3 years old, 4 years old is a whole other things. But he's very obedient. He actually listens. He doesn't do mischievous things that I know he is capable of, but he just doesn't do it. That's how he was until one week in school, and it's completely changed him already. That kind of worried me for him. I was worried for him if he's going to be able to cope. I didn't want any, bullying or him feeling out of place, not really understanding the culture, not understanding the environment, not knowing anyone in school, because the nursery that he went to was staff nursery, which means everyone in my workplace sent their kids there, and people lived in different places. So no one actually would go to the same school anyway, and no one who lives near me with kids in nursery were going to the school nearby anyway. So he didn't know anyone. That was my biggest concern. But I think I've done really well. I was worried on Monday, but I wasn't anxious or nervous, which is a good thing. I think with him being so calm and collected helped me to be calm and collected too. It should be the other way around. The only thing I found difficult to deal with, or rather struggled to cope with, was taking care of him in the afternoon. Monday used to be my day with him because I didn't work on Monday. He didn't go to nursery on Monday. So to fill that one day with activities and things to do was easy. But to fill every single afternoon with something to do was, oh my goodness, it was tough. Let's just say it was tough. We had a lot of things booked in during the week. I made the mistake of not accepting an offer for one of the school moms who was going out to a soft play yesterday. She was going out at 1 o'clock. I thought we didn't need it because Levi had football in the evening and it was his first session. So I thought, yeah, it's just a couple of hours in the afternoon. It's fine. We can do something at home and then we can get ready and go for football. No, it was not fine. Turns out being at home from 12 to half 4 is way, way too much time to be indoors with a 4.5-year-old boy. He has so much energy. He was like, Mommy, come and play. Mommy, come and do this. Mommy, come and do that. So I set up some activities for him, which is all drying out there. We did that, the car wash thing with mud, homemade mud and water. He loved it. He absolutely loved it. He was playing with it for 1.5 hours while I managed to get things around cooking and tidying up and all of those stuff. And then right after he finished, right after he was bored with it, he was like, Mommy, I'm bored now. I don't want this anymore. I want another activity. Can you set up another activity for me? And then he went on to play with sand. Yesterday's theme, for some reason, was all messy play. I didn't plan for it that way at all, but it just ended up that way. He wanted that snow. I no longer had the energy to battle that with him. And I was like, you know what? I'm picking my battles. It's fine. He can make a mess. I'll tidy up. True enough, the homemade snow went everywhere except for in that container. So we threw out half of it in the end. But a lot of tidying up to do. And that's what I found it difficult. I'm not very resourceful. I'm not very artsy, crafty, that kind of a thing. So I can't really think of what to do. And Levi is the kind of person who wants to have company all the time. He loves company. He wants to play with someone rather than him playing by himself. I do not want to play parking. I do not want to be playing with cars. You can build something. I would absolutely sit down and love to play with puzzles, read a book, Lego, something like that, some board games. He has a lot of board games now. He does that and, Uno and all of those stuff. But he's just bored with all of those things. He just wants his cars now this week. And I'm like, no, not for me. We need to find something else to do. Lakshman had to go to work today morning. He normally doesn't work on Saturdays at all, but he goes like once every couple of weeks to sort out some things that he didn't manage to finish during the week anyway. And guess what I did? I sent both of them. That was Lakshman's only condition. If he's going to work on a Saturday morning, he takes Levi with him. The office is free. So he has his office room and Levi has already been there a couple of times. I'm like, I need some time, please. I need some peace and quiet. I do not want to be talking, playing cards, answering. So he took Levi with him for half a day. I need to do some chores, really. It's a bit sad. I wanted to have some peace and quiet, but I have this massive, massive headache that I cannot really do anything about, and I can't do any work at all. But then the house is in a mess. I wonder if this is how school holidays is going to look like now, half term in summer and everything. This is what parents talk about all the time, isn't it? The house being untidy, there's a lot of snacks, a lot of food around, and this is what we had this week really. It was just half a day for 5 days, and there's just a lot of mess everywhere, a lot of toys laid out everywhere, a lot of food consumed, a lot of snacks consumed. I buy it for him, but Lakshman and I are the ones who end up eating it at night when we're trying to either catch up or make some time for ourselves, really, to be awake to do our own things after Levi goes to sleep. But that's been week 1 of school. I don't know. It's a success, yeah. It's a steep learning curve for me. Oh, one other thing I realized about being a school mom now is chauffeuring. The amount of driving. So I drop him off, go to work, finish work, pick him up, come back home, and then drive him everywhere else for other things. One of the days this week we had a lot of admin stuff and chores to do in the afternoon, and the amount of time I spent in the car was unbelievable. I've never done that in a long time unless we're traveling away, driving somewhere. But this is my life for the next 7 years. The joys of it.